Hello, happy New Year's. This conversation was actually something I wanted to talk about for all the resellers out there that are interested in buying programs and, just all this different content out there. And I wanted to share this because I had give recommendations for different courses, and a lot of people actually took the course, but I found out from engaging with a lot of people that they actually didn't do anything with it. So I feel kind of responsible to share what I think newbies would want to know about paying for courses. So, Amazon courses, I really recommend if you're new, if you're green, if you've never sent in one box ever, then I highly recommend taking an Amazon course. If you're not good at just picking up content from YouTube videos, or if following instructions with really computer proficient information is a challenge for you, if knowing how to what the details are of like putting the labels on the package, as well as specific information that you need on each package before you even ship it out, knowing what to do when you go to a store. This is more for people that are like that. If you are like that, then I would highly recommend you take a course. If you are really good at just watching a YouTube video and just following the information without the details of the information, then you don't need to do that. Because, like, for instance, when I found out about Poshmark, if someone said share it to the party, share your closet, and list items on Poshmark, it was not difficult for me to just go onto the Poshmark app, look for where to share to the party, how to list the item, and then how to share to my own followers. If you were like, what the heck, how do you share to the party? Where's the party? Is it in Hollywood? Like, you're like, where's the party? If that's you, then you need to take a course, because you're gonna spend all this time trying to figure things out, and it's just gonna be a headache for you. But if you're like one of those people, you watch an eBay video and then right away you realize, okay, it says that you need to weigh out an item, so you buy like a weight scale, and then you just like weigh it out, you put it in, and you know the difference between first class and priority, then you can just do it without the course. There are videos on YouTube that will give you step by step how to ship an item to Amazon, but those videos won't tell you more detailed specific information, like, for instance, where to put like certain things on the label before you send out the item, or picking how to like maneuver from one section of the criterias in each section before you get to actually send the box out to Amazon. That's something that has to be intuitive to you. And if that's not intuitive to you, you're gonna be really frustrated. And the reason why you pay for these courses is because if it's like a group course, then you could ask them, like, I don't know where to put the weight, or I don't know how to get to the next box to go to ship the item. And then another thing is, a lot of courses you pay, like, say there's the warehouse courses or the Poshmark courses or the Amazon courses. Do you have money for the inventory? Do you have money for the shipping labels? Do you have money that you purchased all the boxes? Do you have money for all the, like, the puffy brown papers that you're gonna stuff the box in? Do you have time? Do you have at least a few hours a week to drive to the store and then look for the items? I'm talking about maybe hours to find the item, and then find one item out of 30 items that you scan that was actually not going to tank, and that they also have good rank, and that's going to have enough of the item to ship it in the box. Because if you find one item at TJ Maxx, like a bag. You found this one bag, and you scan through a bunch of different items, and all of the items, like 20 of the items, are like low rank, too many sellers, not enough profit, and you find one. Are you gonna ship one item in the whole box to send to Amazon? No, you want to like fill out the whole box. So that means that you have to have at least like, I don't know, like 15 to 30 items to send it out to the box, to send it, put it in the box, and then ship it to Amazon. Because if you don't have at least that much, it's a waste of time. Like, you don't want to spend, you're not going to send one little bag to Amazon. So that means you're going to go to multiple stores. You're going to scan like multiple items to find one item. And then if that one store has just that one item, you're going to go to multiple other stores just to find like 3 items, 4, 5 items. With Poshmark or eBay, you go to one thrift store and you grab 5 shoes, 5 pants, 3 dresses. That was one trip for 1 hour. That's fine. For Amazon, unless you're really, really lucky, it takes time. You have to find at least like 5 to 20 items, unless the item is big, to ship it out to Amazon warehouse for it to make worthwhile. So I had advised a lot of my followers to take an Amazon course, and a lot of you guys paid money to take the course, and you guys said it was really great information. You learned a lot. But I talked to a lot of you guys, and nobody sent in even one box. And why is that? Why did they not send in that one box? It's because they realized when they went out there and they scanned, like, say 10 items in one store, and they didn't even find any item, or they only found one item and they were only going to make a profit of $5, that it's not as easy as like going to the thrift store and buying 10 items, 5 items, 1 item of shoes in one trip. Whereas with Amazon, unless you're like experienced, you might go to Bed Bath and Beyond, find like 2 cookies and they're this small, and or like some, like at least like 3 items, 4 items, and then you're like, that was not worth the trip. So before you invest in courses, and I totally agree with investing courses, I want you to go to one store, and I want you to download the Amazon app, and I made a video on how to scan with Amazon app, and I want you to go to that store and try to find at least 10 profitable items with under 150,000 rank and with less than 10 sellers. If you can go to a store and find that within like 1 or 2 hours, then you'll realize that's not easy. You're gonna go to like at least 4 stores, and you're only gonna find like 3 or 4 items, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe you'll get lucky. But it's not as easy as you think. So that's why I'm saying is, first go there and check it out, scan the items, check the ranks, check how many sellers are on the item. And if all those formulas are right and you find at least 10 items in one store, then you'll be like, okay, this is worth it. And you also realize the time and the cost. And then also you have to send in new tag items. Used items, you would only send in like electronics, maybe like some video games. Most items have to be new tag, pristine condition. And because you're competing against so many sellers that sell always at Walmart, Target, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, that's not easy, because there's like at least a lot of sellers on each item. So before you invest $100, $500, $3,000 on a course, I want to give you this one homework, is to go to a store, check my video on how to scan an item. It's very easy. It takes you step by step, and see if you can find at least 5 to 10 items. Even 5. I don't even think you'll find 5 that easily. And then when you realize how long it takes, think about how, if you want to label each box the UPC code, as well as do not separate as a bundle, or the code of like, this is plastic, I don't want to choke on it, and you want it put those 3 tags on each item for like 15 items, and you want to pack it in a box, and you want to carry that big box to UPS. And if you can do all that and you're all set to go, then that's awesome. I don't want to discourage anybody. I want everybody to do Amazon, everybody. But what I want you to do is, before you take my advice and invest in a course, before you spend money on a course, and I don't think that most Amazon courses should be more than $600, unless it's like a wholesale course or private labeling, that's different. So if you can just do that homework first, and if you can't commit to that, then I don't think you would even commit to sending in 1 box. So if you can commit to that, and imagine that you're sending at least 1 box a week just to make a decent income. Because what happens, also another thing that you don't think about is, if you're a professional seller, you're going to be paying $39.99 for the monthly fee if you don't opt for the paying $1 for each item fee. And if you don't sell as much as at least the $40 that month, they're going to charge you. And then sometimes even then you send in some candies or boxes or whatever, and only like 5 items sold, they're going to charge you $25. So you have to also think about the fees for that. So the most important thing I'm talking about all of this and investing in a course is, do you have the time and the energy and the tenacity to find those products? Because it's not as easy as thrifting. It's not as easy as going to one store once a week. If you could find at least 5 items after you watch my scan video in one store, and you're like, hey, this didn't take long, it was easy, she doesn't know what she's talking about, this is piece of cake, then you should do it. And I totally encourage you. And I think that starting with Amazon is an amazing thing, because everything sells fast. 6 months, 700 SKUs out the window. Another thing you have to consider is, it takes 2 weeks for the pay period. So you know, Poshmark and eBay, they pay you instant or like 2 or 3 days. The longest pay period is like, it takes around 2 weeks. And the first time you start your Amazon account, sometimes they'll wait a month or 2 before they even release the funds to you, because of the fact that you're a new seller and you don't, it just takes longer. And also you have to consider that it takes very, very long to even get your account, because they ask for your driver's license, your birthday, just a bunch of information. When I started, I didn't have all that I needed to sign up. You need to email all this personal information. So even starting that process is another thing. And once you sell and once you do well, Amazon is amazing. Nothing sells as fast as Amazon, and people will pay a premium for items. But I have to tell you all those honest truth things, because I wish that I had made this video before anyone I recommended to take a course took a course, forked out amount of money, and didn't even send 1 box. So I hope that you could try this exercise. Just go to one store, find 5 profitable items that you think you could ship at Amazon, see how long that takes. And if that didn't take you long and you're like, that's awesome, it was so easy, even in your cupboard, whatever, then go ahead and invest in the course. And if you are very, very intuitive with electronics and technology and shipping and packing and mailing, then you don't even need a course. You could just watch the YouTube videos out there. But if you're not, and all those details just confuse you, and it's like you don't even know how to put your VCR together, then you should invest in the course. Okay, I hope this helps somebody. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I just really want the best for you. I really want you to kill it in 2020. I really want you to use your money wisely, because if you don't use it wisely, you could have been using it for inventory and selling that on Facebook Marketplace for free, right? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Please like and subscribe. Bye.